Welcome to the 1 Minute Apologist. We interview the world's leading apologists to provide credible answers to curious questions.
Frank, I would be lying if I said I never had this thought that I've heard other people ask, golly, God, why did you create this world knowing that some people would go to hell? I mean, wouldn't there be a best possible world that he could have created that would entail nobody going to hell? How would you answer that?
Well, it's logically possible God could create a world where nobody sinned, but it might not be actually achievable with free creatures, right? It might be that after the second person he creates, the third person's going to sin. And so does that mean that God then has to limit his universe to two people? No, not necessarily. If those people who do sin freely do so and have chosen their destiny, then it's not unloving for God to create more people or to allow more people to be created. The other thing I want to say is that God gets his will done even through people who disobey him. You and me, and we wouldn't exist unless atheists existed and unbelievers existed in our ancestry. Billy Graham wouldn't exist without atheists or unbelievers in his. None of us would be here.
It's not like we all have a Christian line.
Right. And not only that, but atheists, I get edified by atheists. And maybe you do too. Some of them are great people. You interact with them. They're friends of yours. Also, they challenge you and they help edify you and encourage you in the sense that I got to find an answer to that. That's a great question. Mm-hmm. So there are good things that even come from people who don't follow God. And so I think we could turn the question back on us too. We could say, well, why did we decide to create children through the providence of God, obviously, knowing they would rebel? I mean, we have kids, they're not perfect. My parents have kids, I'm certainly not perfect. Why did they choose to create me, knowing we would rebel? Well, because they know that to love is more important than to never have loved at all. Even to have loved and lost is better than never to have loved at all.
Yeah, we still want to, even if atheists who would bring that question up or other people that think there's a chance that, my child wouldn't get to have a good life even, we still take the risk and, we have children, and I'm not saying God took a risk, but I'm just saying that we have children hoping they'll have a wonderful life.
And God then did die for everybody, but not everybody accepts what he's done because not everybody wants to be with him forever. Some people want no God, and if they want no God is what he'll give them: separation.